The Pete's have won the OHA championship.
For the OHL champions, Peterborough Pete's.
2006 Ontario Hockey League champions.
Thanks for everyone for coming here today. It means a lot. Before I get started, thanks for the Pete staff for helping me become a reality. This is something that I've definitely been striving for the last few years, and to get a charity going, something like this, that's definitely close and personal to me. My background with this, my father, he suffered a heart attack, and I have plenty of friends who can't play the game they love because of either heart defects or suffering a stroke. So this season, I'm proud to announce that we'll be every block shot made, we'll be donating $3 to the Heart and Stroke Foundation. So hopefully I'll be putting my body on the line throughout the year, but definitely looking forward to get to a good cause, and no, it's gonna be something that's gonna really work out. I'm really happy that everyone's on board, and it should be great. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for being here today. I'm just thrilled by this new partnership that we have. Heart and Stroke Foundation couldn't do what we do, which is raise funds for life-saving research. We couldn't bring more people home to their families without partnerships such as this. So thankful to the Peterborough Pete's and to Cam and to John Newman Contracting for this. I think that not only is this going to raise vital funds for life-saving research, it's also going to bring awareness to a whole new audience for us, a new crowd of people, that we are going to be able to relay the signs and symptoms of heart disease, heart attacks, and strokes. So very important. We're so thankful for all of this. Over 70,000 people pass away every year from heart disease and stroke. That's 1 every 7 minutes. So very important to raise awareness and funds. So thank you so much for having Heart and Stroke as the charity of choice for this year. And so very grateful to John Newman Contracting for doing this. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I am a heart attack and stroke survivor. It was Monday, October 24th, 2011, and it was my mother-in-law's birthday, and we were cleaning up the house for the celebration. So we were using harsh chemicals in the bathroom, and I thought I inhaled some fuse because I was getting chest pains. So I went outside, tried to get some fresh air, came back in, nothing, laid down because I was so tired. And then I woke up and I was feeling very, very nauseous. So all your symptoms of a heart attack, but I'm in denial thinking that I can't have that. I'm only 47. So at the time, I am married still, and we had a 18-year-old daughter going off to university, so it was a tough time for everybody. So I had an MRI appointment that I had to go to for gallstones, so that was another problem I was having, because that would cause indigestion. So another reason I thought, that can't be anything serious, it's got to be those darn gallstones. So then I went up for my MRI, and I said to the technician, I need to go to the emergency when I'm done here because I'm having chest pains. So went over there, directly through into emerge. Doctor came and was asking me all sorts of questions, and I was getting more nervous because I'm answering yes to all his questions. So I'm thinking, oh, no, I'm screwed here now. So, and after numerous tests, they determined I had had a heart attack and that I needed a triple bypass. So off to Toronto I go for the surgery, and during the surgery they found that I needed a 5 bypass, and while they were doing the surgery I stroked on the table. So when I woke up after surgery, my brain began to swell. So they had to do a cranialoctomy and remove the skull off my head to allow my brain to swell. So I survived all that, but they had brought in family and friends from, my dad lived out west, and he came in because they didn't know if I was going to make it or not. But obviously I did. So it's almost 4 years now, and I'm still trying to recover. The stroke caused me to be paralyzed on my left side. and I have vision problems on my left side, and I have a problem with my short-term memory. But I have a fantastic team of physiotherapists, occupational therapists, medical team that are all helping me to recovery. And I'm getting there to almost walking. I'm walking with a cane still, but someday I'm going to get rid of it. And so this incentive, I just love it, because this heart attack and stroke just didn't affect me. It affected my husband, my daughter, all my friends, all my co-workers even. And so I just hope, you know, with fundraising with the heart and stroke, that they get the money to do the research so that no other family person has to go through what I have gone through. So I thank you. Cindy, you can.
Thanks, Burton. Just on behalf of John Newman Contracting, I'll give you kind of a little bit of a rundown sort of on how this whole process began. This is the 5th year that John Newman Contracting has been involved with the Petes in a charity format. 5 years ago, one of our players, similar to Cam, came to us with an idea where he wanted to raise money for the Children's Wish Foundation. And Matt Pumple, so I went to Cindy and Jack with John Newman's, and it was an instant yes. As soon as we mentioned what it was, that it was going to go to support children. I know they were big fans of Matt and that. The next year, Matt had moved on, and we had a goaltender that was wanted to raise funds for cystic fibrosis, and we went to them again and said, you know, Andrew D'Agostini wants to raise funds for cystic fibrosis. He had a very good story with a little guy that has CF that he knew. They sponsored that for the first year. When we went back to them again for the second year, it was an instant yes again. Last year we worked with them with the Diabetes Association in support of a charity of their choice, where they raised money through our defensemen scoring goals and assists. And then this year when Cam came to us, they were obviously our first choice again to go back to. Cam came in with me to meet with Cindy and Jack, and they didn't think about it, I don't think, after the fact that they gave us a yes at the meeting. So without the support of John Newman Contracting over the last 5 years, programs like this aren't successful, and we can't, as a team, I guess, say reap the benefits of the publicity that as a team we get, but also the awareness that we can bring to different charities that we work with. I know Cam mentioned it that he'll be throwing his body on the line in front of pucks, but it's not just him; it's the entire Pete's team. So you know, we're hoping that over the course of the season we'll be able to raise large amounts of money for the Heart and Stroke Foundation. And again, from an organization side, we can't do things like these without sponsors like Cindy and Jack from John Newman Contracting. So, Cindy, if you can come up, and we'll get Cam to hand you a nice new jersey.